You always call me a dainty princess.
I like it sometimes, but that was ridiculous.
But to me, she looked like she was about 50 pounds bigger than I was. Either way, we were both like super huge in the restaurant. And she was also sitting at a table with her like chunky friend. And I couldn't help but almost like judge this morbidly obese girl.
Hi y'all and welcome back. Today we are watching a couple of times Miss Amberlynn body shamed other women. Remember, it's okay to do this to everyone, but never Amber. This is a slightly shorter one, but I don't have much else to say besides thank y'all for being here. Now, let's watch.
Something I noticed today of all days, girls are starting to wear like these shirts as dresses, and it don't look good. I've seen it more than once. Huh?
They call them baby doll dresses.
I understand that, but it don't look that great. It looks really weird, like something is missing. And especially this one girl in the Cheesecake Factory, like literally we almost saw her butt. Like her butt was almost showing. And it's like, girl, wear what you want, what you love. But it's like, sometimes I don't understand certain trends. I was like, what is this? It literally looks like they're wearing their boyfriend's t-shirt and there's nothing on underneath and they're out in public. It's weird. Anyways. Hey you guys, so don't mind the setup here. This is really the best that I got for now. This is kind of like just something that is kind of weighing on my mind, and I'm about to admit something kind of shocking and just the whole bit. So today Destiny and I were running some errands. We had to go to work even though we weren't on like the clock or anything. We went to work and did some stuff there. Then Destiny had some appointments and we had to run tons of errands like back and forth. Went to her grandma's house, well her grandparents' house. And it was just tons of errands, tons of driving, tons of chaos. And we got hungry. And I wanted to go out to eat, and Destiny's like, sure, why not, you know? And I really wanted to go to La, which is La Hacienda, and Destiny didn't really feel like it, so I was like, okay, what about Texas Roadhouse? And she's like, okay, and I'm like, cool. So we ended up going there, and I've gone out to eat plenty of times in my life, and I kind of just want to talk about how I feel being fat, eating in public, because there's a lot of people who, even just skinny people, don't want to eat in public. They feel like people are judging them, looking at them, criticizing what they're eating, this and that. And I have never had that like feeling of like, oh, people are looking at me while I eat. Like even when I was in like elementary school, I would eat other kids' foods. Not even kidding. This is an example. Like, there was this rice thing that my elementary school had, and it was just like this ball of rice, like a hill of rice. I can't even explain it. And nobody liked it but me. So I'd be like, hey, do you want that? And I just take it off their tray. Like, I didn't even care. And then when I got into middle school, still didn't care. High school, didn't care. Like, I got free lunches, but then the foster home I was in, like, she also gave me money for school lunches, so I was having free lunch, and then I also bought another lunch, and I just didn't care what people thought of me, like, in the slightest bit. And I'm sure people looked at me and judged me, and I just really didn't care. And then as I grew older, like, going into restaurants and stuff, like, I just felt like another person eating in a restaurant. Like, everyone has to eat. That is your key to survival. That and water. Don't get me wrong, we need food to survive. That's why I think this is so hard for me. People have to eat to survive. You need food to survive. I literally stabbed myself and I was gushing blood. Like, I can't even explain it. Like, and I started crying and freaking out. Like, I have never in my life done something like this.
We have to go to Walmart and get her some
But I need to eat first.
And
I have to eat to survive. Whatever. If you guys don't agree with what I eat, cool. Like, I don't know. But until recently, I have catched myself feeling more self-conscious than I've probably ever felt in my life regarding eating in public. I've gained a lot of weight, as you guys know, and as you guys can tell, like, hello, how you doing? And lately I have been having to ask just for peer tables instead of kind of hoping to fit into booths, because back about 100 pounds ago, I was able to squeeze into pretty much any booth. There was maybe a couple where it was like, that's not even possible for someone who weighs 250 pounds, so let alone me. Now, it's almost like impossible to fit in booths, and, I mean, there's possibly a booth at this Chinese buffet I used to go to a lot. We've been eating out on the daily. I eat candy on the nightly. Chinese buffets there.
What? It's buffet.
That I can fit in, only because I can scoot the table and this and that, but even that gets complicated because the person sitting across from me is like the table's like up against them, so I have more room. It's just a whole mess. And I've really never had to constantly ask for tables. It's like embarrassing. And I'm starting to really get self-conscious. Like, when I order food, I almost feel like the waitress or waiter is like judging what I'm about to say I want to eat. And I feel like people around me are hardcore judging me. And the reason why this is like on my mind right now, this is gonna sound horrible of me to even want to admit. I'm sorry I keep playing with my hair. It's because I'm just like, I'm feeling like all kinds of like frantic because of this. We went into Texas Roadhouse today, and when we went to go sit down, there was this girl who, you know, to me looked like she was maybe like 50 pounds bigger than me. I can't really say. I asked Destiny, like, I have this like crazy thing where if I see someone that's like really morbidly obese like I am, I'll literally ask whoever I'm with, hey, is that person bigger than me? I don't know why. It's sickening. I don't know why I do it. I don't know if it's because I want to feel better about myself or I want to understand how other people visually see me. I really don't know what it is. And I asked Destiny, she's like, I don't know, I wasn't really looking at her. I'm like, oh, that helps. But to me, she looked like she was about 50 pounds bigger than I was. Either way, we were both like super huge in the restaurant. And she was also sitting at a table with her like chunky friend. And I couldn't help but almost like judge this morbidly obese girl. Like,
I am morbidly obese.
and I'm worried about other people judging me, but yet I'm sitting there almost like judging this girl. Like, I wouldn't say I was like judging her like, oh my god, this big girl's in a restaurant. I was more so looking at her thinking, I'm so sad for her. Like, I'm sad that she's obese. And I noticed how other people stared at her, yet I never noticed how people stare at me. And it's like, it really opened my eyes, like, do people look at me that way too and I just don't notice it? But I noticed it with somebody else? Like, does that even make sense? Like, it was like a whole thing. And then I really almost didn't even want to sit there because I felt like we were going to draw attention because it's two really big girls. And I don't know, like, I was feeling really odd when we first got there. And I didn't tell Destiny, obviously. I didn't like share those emotions because I don't expect anyone to understand how I feel. And it's like, when the girl stood up to leave, I hadn't even gotten my food yet. And it's like, I couldn't stop staring at her. Like, all I could think about is like, I'm so sad for her. Like, why is she eating out? I did think that at one point. Like, what the fuck? I am morbidly obese myself. I should be worrying about myself. Why am I worrying about somebody else? And bottom line, I think it comes down to the fact that I understand how this girl probably feels. I don't know this girl, didn't talk to her. Literally, she was sitting in front of me for a solid 15 minutes. So I know nothing about her. I don't know how she feels, nothing. But it's like, I feel like I do because we're both like the same size. And I don't know. Like, I almost wanted to grab her and just be like, eat healthy, lose weight. It was just a really weird sensation. And I almost feel like it was more so like I wanted to like say that to myself, and I was almost mad at that girl for being there to make me feel these emotions because these are emotions I need to be feeling for myself. Like, it was just really weird. And I don't want you guys to think like I'm a bad person, because I do not judge other people at all. And I'm worried about other people judging me, but yet I am sitting there almost like judging this girl. Like, we all have our little critiques that we make towards ourselves, or maybe to someone else, whether it be a family member, a friend, or a stranger. Like, we all do. It's normal. But it's like, I never felt so just like self-conscious and like so aware of the fact that I am a fat girl eating in a restaurant until today. And I still, like, I ordered fried pickles. I ate like 3 breads. I ordered like seasoned rice, mashed potatoes, and pulled pork. And I didn't finish all the food. That was like way too much. Like, I was so full. I was dying, and the waitress came back and she's like, "Are you sure you're done with that?" Like, everything that she said to me or like did to me, I felt like it was like a fat joke, but I think I was just like all in my head, because I know it wasn't. Like, it's something she would have said to everybody. And I don't know, I just felt really odd today. And it's like, kind of feeling that way today, it made me like realize that I have felt this way kind of recently, like towards restaurants, where especially when we go to like Mexican food, it's always like this young Mexican guy, and I almost feel like he's judging me. And like, I know there was like recently where I was so thirsty. I don't know what it was. Like, I got off of work and I was just like dying. I didn't drink anything at work. I didn't eat anything at work. And I had 3 glasses of diet soda in a row. And I literally look at him and I was like, "I'm sorry, I'm just really thirsty today and I don't know why." Like, I shouldn't have to explain myself, but I felt like I needed to because I'm fat. I don't know. It was just a really weird situation. And it's like, as much as I eat out, I almost hate it. Like, I love the food, obviously. I love how it's convenient and easy, but I hate how it's like making me feel. I'm scared that I'm gonna break a chair one day. I've never broken furniture in my life. But it's like, even just sitting down today at Texas Roadhouse, I was scared I was gonna break the chair. Like, it is just little things like that. And I really felt like beady eyes were on me all day in the restaurant. And I don't know. I've never felt this way before, and the fact that it's starting could either be a good thing or a bad thing. I don't want to be self-conscious in public. I don't think that's okay, no matter what you look like. Everyone needs to eat. It's not a taboo. And I don't know. I don't want to be that person who feels like I can't go out and do normal things just because of how I feel like other people are looking at me. Even just like walking to the table or walking out of the restaurant, I felt like everybody was staring at me and wondering, why is this fat girl here? And that's how I felt today as a fat girl eating in public. And I just feel horrible about it. And I don't want to admit this, but the last time that we went to Destiny's grandparents' house and we all ate together, I feel like everyone is judging me. Just looking at me, looking at my plate, wondering how much I'm getting. And I get terrified to like get a lot. I get terrified to even go up for like a second helping of anything. And I just don't want to feel this way. And I shouldn't have to feel this way while skinny people are eating like 4 plates. And it's like, I don't know. I just have formed definitely a self-conscious feeling eating in front of other people. And that's not okay, honestly. And the only way it could be okay is maybe like I'll start wanting to lose weight more and trying to lose weight more, so I stop feeling this way, because I feel like the smaller I get, maybe the less I'll feel this way. So I don't know. If you guys have this issue, just know that you're not alone. It's just recently started for me. So anyways, totally random, but I wanted to share it. I still hope you guys enjoyed this video, and just remember, you're not alone. I'm a crazy person, so I can relate to a lot of stuff, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.
Crazy, huh? I don't know how someone who constantly cries fat phobia is so okay with judging others for their weight. Anyways, I do want to let y'all know that my uploads will be sparse the next 2 weeks for personal reasons, but I will be back to daily videos soon. Please let me know your thoughts and opinions below. And as always, thank you so much. I love each of you so much. Bye bye.